Good afternoon, Leeds Geeks. My name's Eric Haig, and we have joining us today Ryan Dorheim, Pete Kirby, Jim Renfro, and Cody is in the call, but also just got a call. So that's part of our life here. He may be joining us later. Jim, what are we doing today?
Yeah, so today we're going to be working on, I would just want to speak to the listing agent, or I just want to speak to Eric, or I just want to speak to whoever the CEO is or the owner of the company. As an ISA, you're going to get quite a few of these calls. And you need to know how to react to them. This could be actually good for anybody that's at the front desk or agents as well that are kind of manning the phones. So with that, Ryan has volunteered today, which is funny because he has never done any type of these calls. He's heard us make these calls and take them. So Ryan is going to get a call from Eric and then from Pete. We're just going to do two of them. It's important to remember, why are these people calling in the first place? And what's their motivation? Why are they calling for Eric, or why are they calling for that listing agent? So with that, Eric, why don't you give Ryan a call?
All right, be glad to. Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Ryan Dorheim with Patch Realty.
Hey, yeah, I was calling about the home on 123 Main Street.
Okay.
It looks like it's listed by Mark. Is he there right now?
I'm not sure if he's available.
Okay, yeah. When can I call back? Or when?
Well,
do you have a cell number?
Yeah. Well, is it something that I can help you with?
I just want to take a look at the house and.
What has you interested in this? And by the way, who am I speaking with?
My name's Eric.
Hi, Eric. Ryan. So what about 123 Main Street has you interested?
Just looks good. Want to take a look at it and see if it's something that I'm interested in.
Okay. What has you looking at that particular house?
Just looks like something that's good, and it's listed for 165. Is that right?
Yep. 165 is the listed price.
Yeah.
What has you looking to make a move?
Just that time, just time to move.
Okay. Why is it time to move?
Just hate living in an apartment. I've got crappy neighbors. There's a crazy lady whose dog poops right outside the door, and she doesn't walk it. And she actually just threw down a bag of kitty litter right there at the entrance so that her dog can crap in it. And the guy next to me smokes. And, I don't have asthma or anything, but it's bad enough that as soon as I open my door, my whole damn apartment smells like smoke. So I want to get into something where I don't share any walls, ceilings, or floors with people.
When is your?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, that doesn't sound like it's very good. How you doing with all that? Besides, it sounds like frustrating.
Yeah, pissed off, Ryan.
Right on. Hey, what's your time frame to be moving?
As soon as possible. I've got a buyout option on my lease. I just paid like 2 months and then I can get out of it. So, I'd do that if it was the right thing. This looks like the right thing. So I wanted to call Mark and, see kind of if I could take a look at it and everything.
Are you working with a realtor at this point?
No, I'm not. Just kind of looking around. I went to a couple open houses downtown area, or kind of near there. But that's it.
All right. Is there something very specific about this house that you like, that attracts you to it?
That's in my price range. That's about it. Yeah. It's a nice 3-2. It's you don't see too many 3-bedroom, 2 baths. I'd like a 2-car garage, but the 1 car is fine for right now.
All right. Have you worked with a lender at all?
For like car loans, yeah.
For car loans? Well, you said this seems to be in your price range. How did you come up with that number at 165?
Oh, just crunching some numbers and everything. I've got enough saved up, quite a bit actually. I kind of talked to them, and I don't know, they said it'd probably be good up to like 400,000, but I don't want a massive house payment. It's just me. I plan on renting it, or living in it, and then seeing if I can rent out something, to a roommate or something. This has two bathrooms. I'm hoping I could find someone to rent out the basement rooms and bathroom. I think that would be nice.
Okay. So you've already gotten pre-approved then from the bank?
Well, they said I was good to go for way more than what I would ever want to buy.
Okay, but you have that proof of financial funds, that pre-approval letter, so that way if something, if this house is what you want, you're ready to jump on it right away.
I don't know. I mean, they said just to call them when I find a house and they would like write up something for it.
Okay, so you have that taken care of in the background. Okay. Well, Eric, what we've done is actually had folks come in and sit down and meet with Mark, so that way we can kind of get a better idea of not only this house, but to go see it, but also just in case this isn't what you're looking for, that at least we'd have a good idea and could be helping look for you. Is that something you would find valuable?
All right, should we pause there?
Yeah, let's pause there.
Okay.
All right.
So Ryan, what's your feedback for yourself?
It was getting to that point where I think I asked the same question a few times, in fact. But after I just found a different way of rephrasing it, of what about this house? I was trying to get into what was the overall motivation. I just feel like I had a hiccup there trying to get into it. And then just a little bit of self-reflection. He pretty much gave me everything I wanted, his motivation for leaving or for wanting to get out of his current place. So I just thought I'd try to get out of his way and then have him come in, sit down with Mark and schedule that up. So
yeah, issue with that is he wouldn't be sitting down with the listing agent, he'd be sitting down with the buyer's agent. That was one where we could have gone. Otherwise, you did really, really well.
Okay.
And you haven't got to that level yet where you're doing inbound calls. So for never doing an inbound call, you handled that very, very well.
Well, I can feel it. I'm sweating right now. And I took the lid off my pen, so thanks, Eric.
Nice. I think Cody is still on his call, it looks like. Eric, what was your feedback?
First off, I think you did a really good job of directing me away from talking to Mark and more, why are you looking for that home? Focusing on that frustration and those pain points. You definitely went for the close way too early.
Oh,
I felt also that you were pushing for the pre-approval a little too hard. Because I know, it. A lot of times a bank will say, yeah, you'll probably be fine up to this range. We'll talk details if you want to go higher than that. Some of the ways you could have validated that a little more in also digging into the forward. You have no idea what I do for a job. Am I single? Am I a bachelor? I mentioned, roommate and stuff, but don't assume that I'm single just because I'm talking about getting a roommate. So there are some things definitely you could have dug into the forward a lot better. And I think that would have made the closing less awkward when you actually go for getting that appointment.
okay.
Yeah.
Very fair. And me, I was just kind of up in the air. Do I need to get out of your way, or I was still trying to feel that part of it out?
Yeah.
But you pretty much gave me everything at that point. But you're right, as far as family, recreation, occupation, dreams, and stuff like that. I did not dig into that.
Yeah. All right. Pete, do you have anything?
Yeah. When he said this really sucks, he said right on. So just keep in mind your pocket answers as far as making sure that they're appropriate for what's being said. Otherwise, yeah, you did a very good job. The way different folks who are watching this are going to be doing things differently. A listing agent might also be a buying agent. The way I handle that for us, since it's different, and there was no pushback, you got them to come in, that's fine. But say, hey, we can have you come in, sit down with a buyer's agent, and then they say, well, I want to meet with Mark, and say, well, we're set up as a team here. We have folks focus on what they're best at. Listing agents sell, buyer's agents buy. Also this way, Mark's obligated to do the best he can for his customer who's the selling client, and we want to make sure we help you get the best deal. So you would want to work with a buyer's agent who's looking out for your best interests, and that's how you'd kind of handle that part.
Okay, no, very fair.
All right, give me a call.
Aren't I taking?
Yeah, you're giving him a call, Pete.
Yeah, I'm calling you. All right, I'm calling you. Right.
Calling from your car.
Yep. Ring, ring.
Hi, this is Ryan Dorheim with Hatch Realty.
Hey, Hatch Realty. Yeah, I want to talk to Eric.
Eric who? I'm sorry, we have a couple of Erics here.
Eric Hatch, right? This is Hatch Realty.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if he's available right now. What can I help you with?
Well, my brother's kid went to church with him a while back, so
Okay.
I know he's a pretty good guy, and I want to work with him. And I'm out driving around and see this house that I want to buy, and so I figured I'd give Eric a call and see if he can help me out.
Which house are you looking at? And I'm sorry, with whom am I speaking?
This is Pete.
Hi, Pete. Ryan here. Which house are you looking at specifically?
It's the one down here on Primrose Circle.
Primrose Circle. Is that the 4-bedroom, 2-bath?
Yep.
Okay. What has you looking at that house, Pete, today?
Kids have moved out, so just wanting to get a house that's right on the golf course there. Figured this would be a good one to do. Is Eric available? Can I talk to him about getting something set up?
He may not be available, but definitely would like to get a better understanding what has you motivated to be making a move besides the kids moving out. Is there oh boy. is What do you do for a living, Pete?
So I am retired,
Okay.
but with how I know Eric or family has known him for a while, so really just interested in speaking with him instead of you, Ryan. Can I get his phone number, or can you transfer me over to him?
Is it imperative that you speak directly to Eric?
Yeah, I've bought and sold a lot of houses in the past, and would prefer to work with Eric.
Okay, so talking with me would not be your preference?
Let's pause there.
No.
Okay. Thanks, Pete.
Pete, Pete, why don't you give me a call?
Okay. Ring ring.
Hatch Realty, this is Jim.
Hey Jim, is this Hatch Realty is Eric there?
He is not in. Is there someone I can help you with?
Yeah, maybe I'm looking at this house on Primrose Circle, wanting to buy it, and I'd like to talk to Eric about getting something set up.
Gotcha. What was your name, sir?
Pete.
All right, Pete. So what about that place on Primrose do you like?
Right on the golf course. Kids have moved out, so want to get a place where it's nice and easy for me just to walk outside and start golfing.
Gotcha. You been golfing for a while, have you?
Yeah, I don't know if you could call what I say golfing, but yeah, I like to go out and hit the ball around.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, but I mean, besides golf, what else do you like about it, Pete?
In the price range, kids have moved out, so the wife and I are looking at moving, downsizing. So this is the right house for us. Is Eric available though? I went to church with him, so I would like to talk to him and see what I can do about this place.
Yeah, no, he actually isn't in production anymore, Pete. Is there someone else? Because a lot of us go to North, into First. So is there someone else you want to work with, or who are you looking to work with besides Eric?
What do you mean production?
So, being an agent and managing everybody, since we have 40 people here, got to be a bit much. So he has stepped out of production, so he's not selling houses anymore.
What does he do then?
So he
walk around the office?
Yeah, I mean, he walks around the office, gives high fives, gives out donuts. I mean, it's pretty cake life.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if he's not doing it anymore, I'll probably try to see him in church, and just maybe talk to him there and see what he suggests I should do.
Yeah, and so what he would do anyways is he would push you over to me or to one of my team. And basically, so what type of personality are you looking for, Pete, in an agent? So are you looking for someone that goes to church a lot? Or are you looking for, what are you looking for?
Just somebody who can help me get the house. And I know Eric, so I figured that'd be the best person to talk to.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, normally, yeah, I'd just send you over to if it was Kyle or someone else, but he's not selling many houses anymore. Actually, this year he hasn't sold any. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, what's I know you said you're looking to downsize and get onto a golf course. I mean, where are you guys at now?
We're up in North Fargo by the stinky sewage plant.
Right by the little diner, though. I mean, that's worth it, right? I think we lost Peter. Pete.
Hold on. Another call came in. Sorry.
Is that it? Is it?
Oh, that's funny.
I think we got
All right,
it
I'm
there,
here.
though. Yeah.
Hey,
No.
well, I got another call, Jim. Why don't you hook me up with somebody else?
All right, so let's digest these calls a little bit. So I think first and foremost, if they're calling for the listing agent, they're not also a buyer agent. I think you just be completely blunt with people and say, hey, no, they're not here, they're not in production anymore. Saying, well, they might be in or anything else kind of is a little bit wishy-washy, and so people assume then that they can talk to them and they can work with them, which we just need to be a little more upfront. The big thing is kind of what Mr. Haig went into, which is what's their why? Why are they calling in the first place? Pete, can you mute your phone, please? Thank you, sir. So that's basically where that comes from. What other feedback do you guys got?
Well, the one thing I noticed, and thanks for playing the example right there, is I kind of see the fatal flaw from the original conversation when Pete and I talked. You went into golf. Why golf? Do you hit the ball around a lot? And you try to find those different angles as to getting into the why. So I appreciate the added example there, Jim.
Yeah, definitely. Eric, you got anything?
Not a whole lot. I just usually tell them straight up. One thing that I will say is, well, it got a bit much to be, managing a whole team and trying to sell houses. And, he felt like he wasn't able to give that one-on-one attention or time with his clients. So he hired, a bunch of people he hired Emily, who he trusts a lot. And so I can set you up with her, and she'll be able to devote that time needed to make sure that everything goes smoothly with the transaction. Something along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And so
But those are always tough calls for sure.
Yeah, they can be for sure. And 9 times out of 10, it's people that really just want to work with Eric directly, and so it's really trying to dig down into why, for sure. But hey, we got another clip for our blooper reel today. That's great. You never know what you're gonna get with Pete in a car.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you did that good job. Thanks, Jim.
Cody, you still on your call? All right, you got anything to add?
I do not. I did not hear any of this. So, everybody's looking handsome. Keep doing that.
All right. So maybe we'll post this one to our YouTube page, but not throw it on the Facebook page.
I think that's a good plan.
All right. Well, I think that's it. Thanks for joining us. Those of you who are watching this video, hope it helped out a little bit. Please send us your recommendations via YouTube or Facebook comments, and we'll try to get to them in the future. So this is Leeds Geeks signing out. Thanks for joining us. Bye.